Welcome back to the House of Cards, everybody. And today we just have a real quick video. I wanted to share with you this 3-card BGS return, and it's going to be very simple and very quick and just give you a little bit of insights as to why and what and how and all the good things that goes with doing a submission. So I'm going to share that with you in just a second. And before we get into it, though, if you haven't had a chance to subscribe, now is your time. It'd be amazing if you would subscribe and join our little community here. And if you do like the video at the end, appreciate a like. That would be awesome. And I do encourage everyone, drop some comments. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your questions. Anything that you want to say, I appreciate it. And I'll do my best to respond to everybody's comments, no matter how wild they may be. We'll leave it at that. All right, well, let's jump right into it. So I got this little box here today. Finally came back. I will get into the specific dates in a second. I can't remember the exact day I sent it in, but I believe it was around April when I submitted it. And it was done just like on the regular service, I think they call it, or standard or something like that, which was their cheaper price point. So I think it was, actually, let's just stop speculating. I'll probably have the paperwork in here and give you guys an accurate information. So let's set that down. Okay. Oh, that's right. They always put the paperwork inside of the slabs. So, okay, these are backwards. Good. All right, so here's the paperwork. I'll read this off camera, so it probably has my address and everything on it. Okay, so the actual information, without me just guessing. So this got shipped back to me on September 30th. It was, let's see if it says when it was originally submitted. It does not say when it was originally submitted, nor does it say how much I paid. So, okay, there we go. I lied. It was sent in April 6th, so I got it back. Well, it was sent back to me September 3rd. Let's just call it October. 6 months, roughly. So, I mean, that's not too bad if you consider, you know, PSA's, you know, base level stuff was taking over a year. So, again, you know, BGS, not as long as people tend to say. And then the price point, I believe it was somewhere around $40, and it might be $60. I can't remember exactly, but these do have subgrades. So, they were the little bit more expensive one. But regardless, that sounds cheap in this day and age right now. So first thing I noticed is this is a 3-card order, and there's only 2 slabs. So I think we got one back here, and I do got to tell you that I actually did see the grades ahead of time, and I know that this card in particular was noted as being trimmed. I was like, come on. So you can see here it says evidence of trimming or shaved, which again, I had no clue on. This was a card I actually bought from a local card shop. So it looked in really good shape, so that's why I picked it up. This is the Don Russ 85 Roger Clemens, his rookie. Really clean copy, and I thought, wow, this card could definitely be a you know, a high grade. So I sent it in and did not pass the test. So again, I didn't like spend time like comparing the size of it to another card beforehand. I just kind of gave it a quick look and said, you know what, that looks nice. So yeah, unfortunately that sucks because I thought this would be a cool Clemens rookie to have in a high grade, but it is what it is, I guess. So I'm gonna take a look at it later, maybe just kind of hold it up next to a card that it's, you know, that's not trimmed, and see if there's any like noticeable size differences. And if that's the case, then hey, I got no argument. But if it looks close, I mean, there's been plenty of cases in the past where things are marked as trimmed, either by PSA or, you know, any of the grading companies, and they weren't. It just happened to be, you know, there was some sort of an issue. So we'll find out. Anyways, 2-card reveal now. So again, I sent these in at a time when this card in particular was worth a lot of money. I bought this copy online, and it came in and it looked okay. It had some good characteristics about it, but it wasn't perfect. So I was like, well, maybe if I send it to BGS, there's a chance it can, you know, qualify for a 9 or, you know, a 9.5 if I'm really lucky. But unfortunately, it did not. It came back an 8.5. So this is the 92-93 Topps Gold Shaquille O'Neal. So this card in a PSA 10 at the time I sent it in was doing just incredible numbers, like $2,000 or something just stupid. And I was just like, holy moly. So, you know, I got this copy for like, I don't even know, 50 bucks or something like that. You know, everything looked decent on it. The centering I thought looked a lot better than an 8.5, which I've noticed recently that BGS is like giving really hard centering grades. I don't know if that's just a fluke on my end or what, but like even the LeBron James I got sent back, everyone, when they saw it before I sent it in, was like, wow, the centering looks really good. And the centering came back at 8.5 also, just like this. So the left to right on this was good. I do know the top to bottom isn't perfect, but is it 8.5? I don't know. Maybe it's a 9 in my opinion, but you know, who am I? So the other stuff, the corners and the edges are both 9s, and the surface is an 8.5. I knew that wasn't great because it did have a couple weird little marks on it. So anyways, this is a card that I kind of had low expectations for. I just thought for, you know, getting it graded for whatever it was, 50 bucks, we'll call it. Plus, you know, I got it for 50 bucks. You know, if there was a chance it came back a higher grade, then, you know, I would be doing pretty well. But I think, honestly, in 8.5, I'm probably right about where it was raw. So anyways, it is what it is. Moving on. So this is the other card, and this is Topps Chrome Russell Wilson. As you can see here, it's the refractor. So this is just the standard refractor, not like a colored refractor. So this one too, 8.5. So centering again, they gave me an 8.5, which tough. You know, these are, finding a centered refractor is like a needle in a haystack for this year of Topps Chrome. Really, 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 really hard. So I knew this one was off center, but I thought because it had strong other aspects to it that there's a chance that maybe if my centering came back low, like a 9, I thought, then maybe I could pull it up with edges and corners and then the surface to maybe a 9 or a 9.5. But that was not the case because they dinged me for pretty much everything except for, it looks like edges, they gave me a 9.5 on, but the corners are a 9 and the surface is an 8.5. But these do have a tendency to scratch a lot, you know, so you're dealing with that. So, and again, this is still a decent card. You know, I think there'll still be a Russell collector out there who still want this even in an 8.5. I think it's still a decent grade for this card. Most of the time you're seeing these in like, you know, 8s and 9s anyway, so it's not like it's, you know, irregular compared to others. It's pretty common. So still a nice Russell refractor, so happy to have that. All right, well, there it is, quick and easy. So anyways, again, just using BGS as a way to, I don't want to say bump grades because that doesn't sound right, but I think when you have a card that might have like a small imperfection or something that you're like, you know, maybe I can, you know, use sort of the subgrade model and the scoring system to bring a higher grade than I would get at PSA, who's, you know, has a little bit less tolerance for like a surface dimple or something like that. Whereas BGS, like if you had perfect centering, perfect corners, perfect edges, and you just happen to have a surface dimple, you know, you could still maybe pull off a 9, whereas in a PSA, you're most likely going to probably be an 8. So again, there's strategy around it. There's the ways to use the different grading companies to your advantage depending on the card that you're submitting, and that's kind of the point I wanted to make in this video, is to you know, think about that when you're submitting cards. And I know right now it's hard with prices being super high, and you know, even BGS, you know, I think the lowest price point's like 200 bucks right now. So you know, you got to be smart about it, and you got to consider the value of getting a low grade and what that means. Are you going to lose money and so on and so forth? But I think for the most part, if you know, have a little bit of strategy and you go with your gut on, you know, the fact that you feel good about the card, you know, scoring well in other areas, and using BGS's subgrade model to then help you kind of raise the score up overall, I think that could be a really smart move by people. So anyways, there you have it. I will leave it there. If you haven't subscribed, again, I'll give you one more nice reminder here. Hit the subscribe button. And you made it all the way to this point in the video, then you are a superstar. And you should hit the like button, because hopefully that means you like the video, or else you just like to watch videos you don't like. I don't know. Anyways, all right, guys, I appreciate your time and appreciate you like always. Drop a comment below, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.